Google's Pixel and Pixel XL are here, and they truly are some amazing smartphones. Not only are they the first phones to ship with the Google Assistant on board, they also come with plenty of exclusive software features and some of the best smartphone cameras in existence. Under the hood, they sport some killer specs, too. Both devices have an AMOLED display, a Snapdragon 821 processor, 4 GB of RAM, plenty of onboard storage and long-lasting batteries. The overall design of these phones may not be the most unique, but they do feel like premium phones through and through. There are a few things about these phones that will turn some people away, though. For starters, they only sport an IP53 rating for dust and water resistance, meaning they're not nearly as waterproof as the Galaxy S7 or S7 Edge. There are ways around that, but none that will make the devices truly waterproof. Plus, if you buy the Verizon model, you'll have to deal with a small amount of bloatware. Though you will be able to uninstall it, you won't be able to unlock the bootloader, and Verizon will be handling all Pixel and Pixel XL software updates, though the company swears it won't delay them. If you're in the market for a new flagship Android phone and don't mind spending over $650, you should buy the Pixel or Pixel XL. These are two of the best Android phones out there. Huawei has done a great job at making its way to the mainstream over the past few years, first with the Huawei IP9, and now with the Mate 9. With a big 5.9-inch display, powerful Kirin 960 processor, dual SIM capabilities, and an impressive camera setup, the Mate may 9th be one of the best big phones of the year. While its display is only 1080p and its software is a bit odd sometimes, we still think the high price tag is worth it. If you're after a smartphone that offers exceptional battery life and incredible performance, the standard Mate 9 delivers in spades. If money is no object and you want a smartphone that is unattainable to most customers, the Porsche design Mate 9 might be worth your while. The V20 is basically the phone for power users. It has a big Quad HD display, Qualcomm Snapdragon 820 processor, plenty of RAM and onboard storage, dual 16MP rear-facing cameras, and a removable 3200 mAh battery. Of course, the unique second screen makes a return this year, along with the addition of Quad DAC, military standard durability, and it's already running Android 7.0 Nougat. If top-of-the-line specs and an impressive feature set is what you're looking for, you can't go wrong with the V20. Motorola, well, Lenovo actually, is doing something different with their flagship phones this year. Instead of releasing just one flagship under the Moto X moniker, they've decided to release two new smartphones that do things a bit out of the ordinary. The Moto Z and Moto Z Force not only bring flagship-level specs, but also support for modules. These modules, called Moto Mods, attach to the back of both phones via magnets. There are only a few available right now, but they actually bring some handy features to the phones. You can purchase an external battery module, a powerful speaker, and even a projector. They both have killer specs, too. Both devices come with a 5.5-inch Quad HD AMOLED display, a Snapdragon 820 processor, 4 GB of RAM, plenty of onboard storage, expandable memory, and run Android 6.0 Marshmallow out of the box. You might be wondering what's the difference between these two phones? The standard Moto Z is super thin at only 5.2 mm in thickness, but it only comes with a 2600 mAh battery. The Moto Z Force is thicker, has a 3500 mAh battery, and also has a shatterproof display. These aren't the cheapest phones on the market, but they're certainly some of the best. We weren't expecting OnePlus to release another new flagship in 2016, but it happened. If you were a fan of the OnePlus 3, you'll certainly love the OnePlus 3T. With its powerful Snapdragon 821 processor backed by 6 GB of RAM, the 3T absolutely flies through web browsing, gaming and most other everyday tasks. It also has a bigger battery this time around, 3400 mAh to be exact, which is more than enough to get you through a full day of use on a single charge. In addition, the 3T now sports 16MP rear and front-facing camera sensors, a dual SIM card slot, plenty of onboard storage, and a fast front-facing fingerprint sensor on the front. Basically, the OnePlus 3T is a better OnePlus 3, and we're certainly not complaining. You can buy it from OnePlus website in gunmetal and soft gold color options. Samsung did a killer job with their 2015 flagship smartphones, the Galaxy S6 and S6 Edge. Design-wise, many would say those two phones were close to perfect. The company forewent a plastic design and instead included glass front and back panels with an aluminum frame. They weren't without their flaws, though. The S6 and S6 Edge didn't offer expandable storage or removable batteries, two features Samsung has been known to include in all its smartphones for years. Now the Galaxy S7 and S7 Edge have made their way to the masses, and they fix many of the problems the S6 line introduced last year. While they don't offer removable batteries, Samsung included expandable storage on both handsets in case the 32 GB of onboard storage isn't enough. Samsung mostly stuck to the same design this time around, though they did shrink down the camera bumps on the back and made the devices a little thicker to make room for larger batteries. In terms of specs, these are top-of-the-line smartphones. They come with Quad HD Super AMOLED displays, Qualcomm Snapdragon 820 processors, 4 GB of RAM, great 12MP rear-facing cameras, and run the latest version of Android. Instead of featuring the same screen sizes this time around though, Samsung kept the S7 at a smaller 5.1 inches, while the S7 Edge has been bumped up to a larger 5.5-inch panel. Seriously, these are some incredible smartphones. They are a little pricey, but all in all, we think the high asking price is worth it. ZTE's Axon Pro from 2015 was a good phone, but it fell short in a few key areas. It came to market with only one storage option, no expandable memory, and the dual camera setup on the back of the device felt a bit gimmicky. Not only does the company's latest flagship fix all of those problems, it brings much more to the table. It has a big 5.5-inch Quad HD AMOLED display, the latest Snapdragon processor, plenty of RAM, multiple storage options, and yes, expandable memory up to 256 GB. It also sports some killer front-facing speakers, all-day battery life, a great camera, and a sleek, attractive design. While certain parts of the software could use a little more polish, the ZTE Axon 7 goes toe-to-toe with the best in the Android market. It's also inexpensive at only $400, making this an even more attractive option for folks looking to score a solid flagship device.